Hey, welcome back for another product review. Today we're actually taking a look at the CVLIFE 30mm cantilever offset scope mount. Now the brand sent this over to me to test it out, try it out, install it, which I'm going to do here shortly, onto my rifle, and I'm going to show you that. And give you my honest opinion. Right out of the box though, I can tell you, I already can tell that this is not a cheaply made kind of knockoff version. This is a high quality scope mount. The milling on this is fantastic. No rough edges, very smooth, and I like the design. The actual mount itself is one piece, and then your where you're going to mount the scope, your rings are separate, as well as your mount for your Picatinny rails. So the scope itself is 30mm, so make sure that you do have a good measurement for your scope to make sure that it will actually install inside here. Now the distance in between your two scope mounts is 2.36 inches. Again, get some good measurements for your scope. Make sure your scope is going to fit this particular mount and you'll be good to go. So if we take a look at the bottom, we've got some nice recoil lugs. If we get a close-up here of those, you've got 4 of them. And those 4 lugs are going to fit right into your Picatinny rail. Very smooth, nice and easy. On top of that, you're going to have some very nice torque screws. If we can get a good look at that. That are going to lock down real tight. Now, one of the things that I do really like about this particular mount is they're going to send you 4 extra screws. What's super are these screws right here, and your scope mount on the ring are actually the same size screws. So if you're missing one, you lose one, you don't have different size screws, which I really do like. It makes replacing lost screws a lot easier, as well as your Torx wrench is you're just going to have one. So that fits both the top and the side there for your recoil lugs. Now in terms of operation, the offset on this particular mount is 2.4 inches. The reason that you have that offset is because when you install that, if you're going to choose to put on sort of a longer glass, a longer scope, you're going to need a little bit further distance for that eye relief or your offset. And this allows you to do that. It pushes it out 2.4 inches to give you a little bit more distance so you can get a great sight picture through that scope. And before we get it mounted, the last feature that I really like is this thing only weighs 5 ounces. So you're not adding a lot of weight to your rifle. It's made out of an aviation type of aluminum. It is very lightweight, but very sturdy. I really do like it. Now let's go over to the rifle. I'm going to show you how to mount it on there. It's super easy. It just takes a second, but let me show you exactly how that works. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is actually loosen up your recoil lugs here on the bottom. Like I said, provided wrench is very nice. Loosen those up. You're going to expand out this clasp piece. So that gives you a little bit of room to be able to throw it on the Picatinny rail. I think we've got it out there far enough. Give us some room. We'll just be able to slide it right on top of there. Lock these down, and then you're good to go. So once you've got your rifle on a stable surface, you're just going to take this mount right here, put it on there, and it marries right up to those rails on your Picatinny rail. I like that a lot. This is not really the rifle that I would be mounting this on, but in terms of installation, I just wanted to show you here. Locks on there very easily, and then what you're going to do is just reach over and actually tighten down those screws, and you're going to lock that in place. So again, now that we've got that locked down, it is not going anywhere. Those 4 lugs, your recoil lugs that are married up to your Picatinny rail, really hold it in place. Keep it from moving around, which is fantastic with your recoil. Again, that wrench that you use to tighten it down is going to open up your scope mount rings here. And once you get those open, place your scope inside there, lock them back down, and get it sighted. So overall, I'm very impressed with the quality. I love the 4 recoil lugs that lock it into place. The screws being the same size. The aluminum quality is fantastic. It's very strong but still lightweight, and absolutely would recommend this. I have tried more expensive scope mounts, and this one is right up there with the other ones in terms of quality, and I would absolutely recommend this for you. So if you're looking for an offset 30mm cantilever scope mount, check this one out by CVLIFE.